Hello
Hello
and welcome
to the
Bus.
special edition of
Libus Vector.
car ran a red there.
Classic car.
turn
Classic
that
car.
down
What is he
again.
doing?
Um,
I can't see the screen. It's
do
just
you
gone
need
black.
to see the screen?
No, not really. Have you been bumping the counter up?
No. Oh fuck. Yeah, we probably do need.
Is this
Some screen.
someone down there with the Santa hat? Did you see that? You can't really
Uh,
see it on the camera. The contrast on this is not great. So some of you may have heard about. Well, no, let's not bring that up. Let's just keep quiet. We are in a different place today. Different set of lights we're watching. Actually, we're watching one.
Wait, were you going to
slightly-
say the other thing
Yeah, but I
That's a
decided not
secret.
to. Yeah, I decided not to.
for next
Yeah, I know.
time? Maybe.
Yeah, I know. We're in a slightly different place.
Can you see the light from where you are?
Yes.
See,
That one?
because you can see they're both the same time. I've checked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might kind of go this way.
And I'll go this way.
Yeah.
And then I can.
You can tell us all the ones that run that way,
Yeah, and then you can tell us all the ones that run that way.
which I guess we can tell as well. Kind of.
Yeah, they're
If
synced up.
they enter.
They're
yeah.
synced, so yeah.
Should we do a little pano just to show how big the intersection is?
Is it going to be easy to put the camera back?
I think so.
Okay. So, for those of you looking, there we can see the camera moving now. It's showing the entire thing.
Oh, chat. Yeah, we can get chat.
Oh, okay. No chat up. Okay, cool. Sorry. We'll bring that up.
Fucking
That's why they call us professional podcast makers, is because we are good and we don't accidentally bring to the chat up and stuff. Yeah, there we are. That boy's coming out. So if you have something to say to us, just put it in the chat.
yeah.
And we'll read it out.
Yeah, walk along. So we are at a secret location
It is what, 100 meters, less than 100 meters down the road?
from our work, which was also secret.
True.
Yeah. If you look on Twitter, I'll tweet out that tweet I prepared earlier.
Oh, you didn't put it out yet? Okay.
Well, no, because we just started.
Fair enough. Yeah, so we're in Wellington. You remember when we used to do the FM shows?
Yeah,
We should do that again. We should buy like a little FM boy.
yeah, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think one of my friends tried to go out of his way to
Oh, real?
get the FM, but like he drove past and didn't hear anything.
It was flaky. It
It
was
was-
very flaky.
I remember we walked down the street and like
you
it
could
just
go, like-
disappeared.
Yeah, you could go like 50 meters maybe before it disappeared. Okay. How are we today? Oh, Lokifa says, I'm calling the radio cops. What for?
yeah, we have done literally nothing wrong.
When we were broadcasting actually on FM, we had to go through and like figure out which frequencies would be allowed, because there's like the frequencies that are allowed in New Zealand, the ones that aren't allowed in certain regions, and then there's rules around like how often you have to broadcast, where you are and that kind of thing.
Oh, getting your hand in the photo.
We pulled it out. Yes, the location is obvious. I would not call it particularly secret.
Yeah, I think you can actually see our old red light way in the distance.
Oh, I mean the one we used last week, not like the old red light. Yeah,
The one we used last week being our normal office.
yeah. I thought you mean our old one.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so we're currently on the corner of Willis and Mercer Street, I guess. So there's a
Is that what
new
it is? Wilson,
bar.
Mercer? Yeah.
That's Mercer, yeah.
Yep.
Short.
Little street there, isn't it, Mercer?
Yeah, if you are in town and you want to come by, wave, yell up at us.
Yeah, yeah. Is there a motorcycle that is going?
Oh,
the
do you
wrong
reckon the
way or
motorbike
something?
gang's coming back?
No, I can hear him, but I can't see him. I don't know where he might have gone the other way. I just think he might have been in the wrong lane, and then we could yell out like, "Get out of the fucking!"
So I
bus
guess
lane,
this shows
you
like a bit
cuck."
of perspective on what happens past our camera, because now we're showing
Hello, Sparkle Ops.
basically everything past our camera.
Yeah, you can kind of see if you're not from Wellington, you can see what else is
Should we
there.
just go up a block each way?
Oh,
it was orange.
Easy, mate. Oh, that car went through. Cars here are horrific for red light
Yeah,
running.
cars are pretty bad.
Although buses are as well. Before we started the show, there was one that just stopped in the middle of the lights.
Yeah, I think I saw a couple pre-show,
Yeah,
but yeah.
that's how it happens. This is a better set. Yeah, the much older one was better. Yeah. This is better than our office. And
Should we move office? We've actually got our boss here. We could like just
Do you reckon we can convince him?
convince him to move office.
We just work from here at the bar each day. Hey, client meeting, just privacy screen. take our clients to the Dunnies if we need to have a meeting with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it? And we'll buy you a drink. We get discounts. Yeah. Unfortunately, good red lights is not something that gets a lot of thought when purchasing. That
Nah.
that boy he technically went past he went over the line while it was still red.
Oh, I think it's all right. I think it's all right.
Yeah, we tend not to count that, but he did go further forward than
Oh,
he
do we
may
have to do the
should.
manual replay?
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work. No, it's not working, mate.
It'll work if we do this.
Okay, the chat's gonna come back up. We're just in replay mode at the moment. Where's it then? There it is. There it is. It gives away so much about our setup that you can see that. Oh, we
yeah.
he's born. Yeah, fucking.
He's
what are
born.
you doing, mate?
Hey, Sport, look at him go.
Jesus.
Number 81 from Eastbourne.
2491. What is he doing?
All right, let's bump that camera count out.
Yeah, Davenport NZ says we can use that remote camera to our current place. That is actually a really good point and something we have thought
We
about
could.
very recently because of various reasons,
Yeah.
which
but
shall become clear next week.
how clear?
What a good thing. What a good point. So yes, that's been on our list for a while, but we'll see if we can work something out to make that more concrete. In any case, we've had our first red light runner. Or should we guess before we start?
Yeah, should
What
we
are you
guess?
gonna
It's a slightly different in
It
section.
is. I feel like this is gonna have less going that way, more going this way. So more going to the kind of like left of the screen / the front of the
Yeah, I
going
mean,
away from us, and more going.
I mean, our
towards
camera
us.
will only really pick up the ones that are entering on a red coming that way, but I
Yeah.
can do like a quick flick round if it is happening.
Or we'll just call it, and you guys can take our word for it. Yes, there is a slight funding issue with the remote cameras. Also, our office does not have fiber internet, which severely
Yeah, look
limits
at this car.
our ability to do that kind of thing. Yeah,
These
cars
cars.
are bad here. Yeah, multiple issues, but next week we'll have a little more info for you about how we might go about doing that.
Yeah,
Okay, so
a
let's
few
guess.
updates.
I'm gonna say so. We have got no bike
No
things.
ABS
Well,
this direction?
technically we can, but it's like
It's hard. Well, I mean, we can change the camera.
we could just guess. Yeah, no, I think we'll just leave it for now. So, how many buses do we think are going to go through? We've had one. It's been 8 minutes. I'm gonna extrapolate that out. 6.
6.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 9.
9. 6 and 9.
Just given recent things happening in the bus news.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good segue. Shall we segue into some bus news?
Segue into some bus news.
Yeah. Well, you literally just brought up bus news, so I figured it's the best we're gonna get.
Yeah, fair enough. So you might have noticed on our Twitters, we tweeted out a sweet GIF, which I have not loaded up on the B-roll.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, that's probably all right.
You can check it on Twitter.
Yeah, so-
is it on the website? Do we post highlights on the website?
No, I was thinking we probably should.
We should have a
I
highlight
mean, at the
section.
moment, we've only got 2 highlights.
Because we need to do the Golden Goose.
Yeah,
and
Golden Goose.
And we need to finish off highlights of 2017, highlights of 2018.
Yeah. Well, I've got a couple more highlights that I kind of wanted to, but the problem is that the videos, the debug videos with the yellow boxes and green
That's
lines.
all good. People will take it. It's fine. Like
But
for
it's got that
highlight
sweet
reel.
video with the guy like stepping out and
yeah.
no.
Yeah, once we get, for those who have seen the debug output, it's very jerky and poor quality. We need to fix that up at some point, but it still makes good highlight video. So, what was the bus news you were referring to?
So the bus news I was referring to was, I don't know, buses still run red lights in quite a grievous way.
You made it sound like you had a particular news story.
Nah,
You're like,
I didn't,
given
I didn't.
recent events involving bus news, I'm going to guess
Well,
this.
recent
What's the
event-
recent bus news? Oh, no, nothing specific.
Recent events is our AI picked up a pretty sweet incident of a bus
Oh,
running a red
I see
light.
what you're saying. Okay, that was the
Which
specific
a
incident.
local councillor has jumped on and being like, whoa, that's quite bad.
It is quite bad. So that local councillor should, I think she just needs a link, though.
Hmm?
She just needs a link.
Huh?
She needs a link.
She needs a link. She's got a link now.
Okay,
I hooked her up with a link.
nice.
Um,
If we had a Facebook, that would probably get a lot more people talking about it.
Oh,
as
is he
well.
going to go? No, he's
Nah,
stopping.
mate,
He's stopping.
that'd be crazy.
You remember that one time?
Yeah.
That one time, it was just like, oh, no.
There's been a few times where you're like, nah, that'd be crazy. And he just does it. And you're like, what? What?
Well, yeah, like the one I posted the other day, I was just like, I thought it was like something
Glitched or
wrong
something,
with
yeah.
the video. I'm like, that was red a long time. There are people there's a bus there. Like,
Yeah,
wait, what?
he went through the red light after the people had finished crossing, before it was green. It was pretty bad. Yeah, so, well, Brad, give us some bus news then. We're in the bus lane. Here we are. What have you got
lane?
for us?
So we've got a couple of things. So you know how we're using this hub and spoke method
Yes, the
since
hub and
July,
spoke
since
method.
bus apocalypse.
Buspocalypse, yep. We had a special episode for the Buspocalypse, but yes.
So they're debating whether or not to keep it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. What do they say?
They've signaled they're prepared to dump the model.
Yeah, so
But, like, you've got opinions on this. Like, I would say it's a good model, but it just needs to be done right.
yeah, so conceptually, a hub and spoke model isn't a bad thing. The problem in Metlink's case is they have things like, oh, go here, get off the bus, and transfer to this one.
Yeah, look at this guy, number 90.
Number 90, 719, more like 71 runs red lights all the time. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm okay with the hub and spoke model.
Oh my god.
I got some
Are
laughs
we
out of
saying
that.
it loud enough?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like we've kind of taken over the entire part of the bar here.
Yeah, but
so-
like randoms down the street. I reckon next time when we like just go, yeah,
yeah,
people will be like,
people
what
are
the fuck?
"What?"
Two randoms with microphones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, if people are looking up at us, they're going to be like, okay, weird. What was I saying? Yeah, hub and spoke conceptually is fine. But yeah, Metlink is like, get off the bus here and transfer to this bus that came 5 minutes ago or in another 50 minutes. And you're like, well, I can't make that transfer. That happened 5 minutes ago. And Metlink's just like, well, it's got to do it. So, sorry, getting distracted by things around here.
Yeah, people will just keep on talking to you.
I traveled by bus today, Karori Tunnel to Island Bay and back. There were several red light running ticket bus. Yeah, it's if you're on a bus, you see it happen. It's
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
yeah,
Film on the bus. The drivers don't like it.
yeah. I can
They
imagine.
really do not like it.
Yeah, you
I
got
like
a
how there's
story
double
about that.
deckers now because now I can sit up in the top and film.
They can't stop you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they could, but they're probably just gonna.
They don't know I'm doing it.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. They have cameras up there, right? I don't think it points.
Yeah, I don't think
You
they
can hide
kind
the
of
camera.
notice.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I kind of pretend to do my languages for the person sitting next to me.
What with the like a black screen? How?
Oh no, I've got my languages up, but like it's still filming.
Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha.
I picked up a few things. But yeah, after that one time I was sitting in the front seat next to the bus driver and he went fucking mental at me, I'm probably not going to do that again.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have sympathy for the bus drivers who have to deal with annoying passengers, but yeah, a little bit over the top.
I was like minding my own business until he like made a point that like I was filming. And I was like, oh, like what?
Yeah.
And other passengers were like, what now? Like he wasn't doing anything. Like just keep driving. Like
No, they were like, he wasn't filming. And then he was like, were you filming? And you were like,
I think I was more like, do you need to know?
yeah, like, does it matter? Does it,
Yeah.
if I was filming, like, who cares?
I don't know.
Yeah, weird situation.
It was pretty
so,
weird.
yeah, hub and spoke, conceptually fine. But yeah, so the councillors, was it the councillors? Who said this? Metlink?
That
Greater Wellington?
was Greater Wellington, so Metlink basically.
So they said if the review comes back and says we shouldn't have hub and spoke, we won't have hub and spoke. Of course, you generally should do that kind of review. Will hub and spoke work before you implement it?
Oh yeah, I would say so. But I mean, Metlink have not been shown to be like the most competent about planning and
yeah,
preparation.
they seem to miss basic ideas like will this check whether this will work before doing it, and I don't know, that kind of thing. All right, well, what about any other news? Oh, when's the review going to be done? Do we know that? Because this is the reason this came up is that there is going to be a review taking place sometime. Like,
They've
next
currently
year?
set like an 8-week deadline to bring it up to standard.
Yeah. Oh, there are
Oh, no,
sirens
there was
coming.
a while.
Oh, you can't see the fire engine, but there was a fire engine going.
Yeah, I'm not too sure when it is happening, but
I think it's sometime next year.
yeah. I mean, so they kind of said that a lot of the issues would be fixed by like December 2.
December 2.
Yeah, so they like weirdly set that as a deadline.
December the 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay, December 2. That was a weird way. I was like, the 2nd December of the year? The 2nd
That's how
December?
people commonly say dates.
No, they don't. December 2. They don't
Yeah,
say
December
them
2,
like that.
December 6th, December 7th.
December 6th. December 7th.
No, December the 6th.
December 6th. I've never
Or-
heard someone say December 2 to refer to December the 2nd. I've heard December
enough.
2nd.
Just shortens it. You knew what I meant.
I didn't. I
You
literally
should
didn't.
have. You should have.
I didn't.
Well, in the main, that's what happens.
Oh, in the main. For those who aren't aware with weird slang, that actually means on the whole. If you look it up on Google, the definition of in the main is on the whole. And then you look on the whole up and it's like, it explains what it is. But yeah. Okay, we're going to hear that. Should we more bus stories?
Shall we go back to the tech? I think we've
Tech?
got rough, even lanes at the moment.
we could do one on, one off, one on, one off. Okay. I got a question. When was the last time you...
That bus sounded like it's like pissing something out the side.
Yeah, it sounds a bit weird.
That was
Some of the hydraulics noises from these buses get weird. Marriott Hotel. The hotel, Marriott, the chain Marriott.
yeah. I don't think I've consciously known that I've stayed at the Marriott.
Yeah, they're a group actually. I don't think it's like
Yeah,
the
they own
group
like a
that
bunch
owns
of
the Marriott or
different
something.
hotels.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I also none of the names of hotels that I saw there really like struck me as something. I said like Four Seasons, Hilton, like a few other places. But I don't think oh no, I have. I think I said Marriott in Melbourne a few times. Yeah, because there's like
$2,000,
double!
yeah.
Watch fucking
Yeah.
double! Jesus!
Oh,
Number one at running red lights. That's it. The number one is the worst.
all right, we'll bump that up by 2.
4, mate. I think my guess of 6 might have been a little bit low. It always happens like that, isn't it? I'm never correct. Last week was the first time I've ever been closer than you, I think.
Yeah. So, I was wondering before whether I should run the AI, but nah, yeah, I need
Battery is the
Minicam
big
to
problem.
do that. So,
yeah, the battery as well. And I don't think
it's now
it's-
good. After I killed that camera,
after you killed Minicam.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's,
thought we're
more
pretending
battery.
we don't know what Minicam is.
Oh, sorry. I mean, the unnamed camera tool.
The one that shows up when we have technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's it. My throat's real sore today.
Yeah, so what about Marriott?
They Data Breach lost I want to say
Wednesday?
30 million customer details, including passport numbers, for example. So it wasn't a small amount of data.
Man, we are taking up so much space.
Yeah, we are. So it wasn't a small amount of data, and so Patrick Gray from Risky Biz was like, "Man, this seems like the kind of data that an intelligence agency would really like to
That's
have."
another podcast, right?
Yeah, risky.bus or something. There's something-
Do they do any InfoSec news?
Occasionally.
What about bus news?
Nah. If they did bus news, they'd be a good podcast, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'm just checking to see whether we're still the only InfoSec and bus podcast
I believe we are, yeah.
in the
So,
world.
yeah, he pointed out that, like, wow, that would be really useful information for a SIGINT agency. Well, not necessarily human, I guess. An intelligence agency. Sorry, my throat's real sore today. 1 second. Anyway, I saw an article the other that he posted, being someone pointing out that there were signs that China was involved, or at least in the systems. I don't think they would be in the system in the main,
Yeah,
but
in the main.
But certainly that kind of data would be useful if you can have track where people are going, passport numbers, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
especially
because
after the
hotels
OPM
like
breach.
store passport numbers as well.
Yeah, I think
passport numbers,
it's
credit
mainly
cards,
a thing with foreigners, but they store enough to track people. I'll definitely say that.
I mean, I think I've stayed in hotels in New Zealand. They ask for a passport
Yeah, some kind of
or
ID.
ID, I guess.
Yeah. Devonport NZ asks, do we know what the problems with the sound were last week? No.
My best guess is this laptop is a piece of shit.
Yes, but the only difference is that we're not running our camera splitting program this week.
Yeah, but we've run it before. Like, I don't know.
Nah, when we haven't had the camera splitting one, It seems to be fine.
We have had sound issues without that before.
It's true, yeah. We definitely have.
You keep
Lots of
laying
things.
your blame on it. Like, as soon as like something goes wrong, you're just like, it's that.
Well, yeah, the thing that uses 50% of our CPU
Yeah, but
and results in the audio cutting out, which is generally a problem with high CPU usage, causes the problems with the, yeah. Like, I feel like I'm justified.
fair enough. So
But yeah, we're
breach
not
happened.
100% sure. Meep. Who was
What
that?
happened with the
Meep,
breach?
Meep. They got
Oh, we
breached.
got a fan. He's actually a sponsor.
How was he?
Yeah,
Is he the guy, like, driving in the wrong lane? Did he go through a red light?
he did go through.
He
a
went through a red light. What is he
If our
doing?
sponsor, one of our patrons,
Yeah.
if he is listening on the radio,
We can't listen on the radio.
oh, did we not put the radio
We
up?
don't have the FM broadcasting.
Well, we'll just, he might be listening to it on the speaker. Just ran a red light.
He did run a red light, yeah.
A private passenger vehicle.
If he pulls...
Yeah, red arrow, I guess. But it's just
that's
still a red light.
light. It's just in the shape of an arrow. Illuminated. That's... Is it red? Yes. Is it a light? Yes. It's a red light. People are trying to say... Does an
It's
LED count as a
a-
light? Yes. The answer is
It's
yes.
a light source.
Yes, it's a light.
Whoa, what's this thing?
What's
It's
this
a
thing?
chair with a chest.
Looks like AV gear. If I had
Oh,
to
what's
guess.
happening?
People-
When I saw it wheeling past, I only saw the metal bit at the end, and I'm like, is that like a really weird trumpet?
Alas,
But
it was
then,
not.
no, it's just a chair.
Anyway, the Marriott Bridge happened. Lots of data on that. Who cares, really? Nothing we can do about it. Like, good if you're a SIGINT agency. Otherwise, meh, sucks to be you. You want to know a big story, though?
What's that?
Do you know the... Have you heard... Oh, there's cars blocking. Oh, they're still going!
Oh!
Hey, they're fucking crazy!
I reckon it's an Uber.
Yeah, Uber, he's got the sticker.
Yeah, he's stopping.
He's got the sticker being like, yeah. So it would have been good to see them like trapped in it, but
You know
they were
what?
not.
When I'm waiting for an Uber
You also
there,
can't see it on the camera. For those wondering what happened, I just realized we couldn't see any of it. There was like cars blocking the intersection, and buses couldn't go. Anyway, yeah, what's up?
those times I'm waiting there and I want my Uber to come, and the number of times that the Uber stops as like the last person, just too scared to run red light.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, oh,
Every other
probably
Uber
could
runs
have
that red
gone.
light. Just
oh, that pigeon just like flew into the bricks
what? What?
up there. He was trying to get up to the ledge,
And he,
couldn't
like-
make it to the ledge, just flew into the wall.
Oh, poor buddy. Okay. So I got a question.
Yep.
Have you heard about the company that puts back doors in their products at the behest of their government?
Yes, I've heard of a few companies, but I think I know the one you're talking about in particular.
Cisco. So Cisco
yeah,
is
yeah.
basically if the U.S. government sends a FISA request, a FISA warrant. No, actually, it's not the case. Though, of course, we do know that the NSA does have backdoor. Well,
Wait, are you saying it's someone else?
the NSA has access to Cisco kit. We know they've had exploits for a while.
Yeah.
But specifically, I was referring to Atlassian products.
Atlassian? Yeah.
No, we'll deal with that later. I was actually dealing with Huawei.
Why?
I don't think it's said like that. Say it again.
Why?
I think it's Huawei.
Why?
Um,
Why? I don't know.
Apologies for my horrible
Yeah,
pronunciation.
what's
of another
happened with
language.
them? But
What's
it's been a
happened?
bit in the news.
What hasn't happened with
Should-
Huawei lately?
Should we just give a bit of a shout out to one of our friends on a mailing list?
No, we shouldn't. People have opinions about this, which I think why it's hitting the mainstream press. So this is, I would argue, not particularly security relevant news. Huawei is being disallowed, being barred from. Okay, I'll rephrase this actually. Spark was attempting to deploy their 5G network in New Zealand
Yep.
using predominantly Huawei equipment. They were told this was not acceptable due to the use of Huawei equipment. So they had to go back to the drawing board, I guess, and decide how they're going to roll that out, probably with Cisco kit or something like that. Now, this follows the Australians banning Huawei kit in their 5G build. And I believe, did the US ban Huawei kit? I don't know if they banned it yet.
I think they have, or they're like,
They might have been the first, right? They might have been the first to ban it.
yeah.
I think they were. So anyway, that happened. So Huawei banned. It kind of that sucks for China, I guess. Sucks for Huawei.
Oh.
I don't know if it sucks to Spark. They're complaining now because it's going to cost them more money. But honestly, like, ugh. So they have, whatever. I'm not even going to comment. But it costs them more money now. After that, what happened after that? Who came out? Someone else came out. The UK. 2 days after, the UK said, we also are saying no more 5G, no more Huawei deployed 5G. And we're also going to rip out all the old Huawei equipment from the 2G and 3G networks.
So they were ripping it out? Because
I believe they were ripping it out.
Right?
No, we are not. We are fucking boys.
Yeah, look at him go.
Let us show for you to the fish and chip
Number
shop.
2.
Let us fucking run red lights.
No real comeback from that.
No, I had none. I'm like getting a real bit of headache, and I'm just like, that's fucking. Let us show for you to the red lights, motherfucker. It doesn't see. There's nothing that I can come up with that works. Anyway, where was I? The UK banned Huawei, this manufacturer. Oh yeah, they built telco equipment, telecommunications equipment. So they deploy phone networks, network in general.
Oh, is there like a video we can watch to learn how to pronounce Why?
Almost certainly. Try and get Sabrina Ming from Hawaii on the show to teach Huawei. Meng? Okay. Sabrina Meng from Huawei. Now, I'm not 100% sure who Sabrina Meng is, but I'm guessing...
No, he went.
There was a car who was like
just a bus
waiting.
just coming at them.
Yeah, there was a car blocking the intersection, and the bus.
Car ran a red light, was waiting for pedestrians. Bus just started going.
Yeah. Well, what's he gonna do, right? It's not his fault. Someone shouldn't have been going at a red light in the first place.
It's starting to sound like old Brucey.
Yeah. Okay. So I now realize I'm pretty sure I know who she is. So when we get to this point of the story, the UK decided they're gonna have a problem with it. Anyway, unrelated to this, while one of the Huawei CFOs, one of the executives, someone on the executive team, can't remember, I believe she's the CFO or something like that. She was arrested in Canada. The balls on Canada to arrest an executive from Huawei is that is a ballsy move. Anyway, she's been facing extradition to the United States for violating sanctions for selling equipment to some kind of sanctioned country, probably Iran, something or other. Violating sanctions, facing prison time.
Yep. Sounds
ballsy Canada. Yeah, I mean, it feels like a power play rather than
it kind of does, eh?
Like, not that I'm I don't know shit about international politics, but it seems weird to arrest an executive for a company from a company like Huawei and then be like, you violated sanctions, rather than just like, I don't know, fining them. Like when the banks in the United States did shit like that, they like bent over and were like, oh, fuck me, Big Daddy Bank, right?
Yeah.
They let the banks fuck them royally. And then so with Huawei, they're like, oh, no, we're going to arrest the executive. It's like, that's a drastically different approach. Also happened in Canada rather than the United States. Anyway, China has been like, this violates her human rights. Please no. And it's ironic coming from China, isn't it?
It is a bit.
Anyway, the security stuff, the security part of all this, I guess, is just that the equipment won't use Huawei, which is like, meh. As far as I know, people haven't found backdoors in Huawei equipment.
FWI.
Okay, Hugh's been drinking, which means he no longer has the ability to like pay attention to stories. He's sharper though. So, lift blast, sharpen up. We'll end the story here. Point is, no backdoors are being found, so it's kind of weird that they're like doing that. But whatever,
like
power plays, all that stuff. Okay, what's next? Let's go to a bus story.
Yeah, sure. Do you know what is holding back this whole new network from performing well? The two things.
Huawei equipment?
No.
What network are you talking about? The bus network?
The bus network.
Oh, the bus network. Okay. It is probably passengers take too long to get on and off.
I would agree with that comment. That only Five Eyes states want only the gear.
That they know the back doors for.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's definitely fine. That being said, if they think the code quality in Huawei equipment is low, then they should presumably be able to find their own backdoors, their own exploits for it. So when the NSA was penetrating Cisco kit over the years, that we know of, they were using exploits rather than presumably intentionally developed back doors.
Yeah.
So I like that. That is a fair comment, and that's almost certainly what they're going for. They want like the equipment they know, the equipment they can put pressure on, but also presumably if the code quality is not good, they'd be able to do it just as easy with any other company. So who knows? Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, the passengers are shitty and the consultants were dumb.
There's two things. No, none of those things.
Okay, what are they?
Because there's only two things. So, like, surely you should just know them off the top of your head. Because there's only two things holding back the entire performance of the
drivers cost too much.
Oh, that's close.
Oh yeah, the drivers they cancel.
Driver shortage.
Okay,
and
yeah.
lack of priority lanes. They're hampering the bus network improvements.
If those were done, it would just be
It would just be boom
smooth
done.
fucking sailing, mate.
Was that a good click?
Try one more time.
Smooth.
Yeah, I believe I heard that.
Oh.
No,
I caught the mic on that.
he's clicking his fingers, but let me do it. Yeah, there we are. Just smooth as that. Smooth as a hot knife through butter, mate.
But yeah, those are the two things that Meetlink think that we need to fix. Just,
Fair enough.
yeah. I mean, there is an issue with driver shortage.
Yeah. Okay. There's two ways to frame that. There is an issue with driver shortage, or there is an issue with people not paying drivers enough.
Yeah, I would.
There's literally the same problem, just phrased different ways.
Yeah.
As
for the priority lanes, like there's heaps of bus only lanes, and
it has been brought up as a problem before, though, that there's not enough priority lanes.
But I have seen buses just like be like, oh fuck it, we'll just drive in the middle of the road. So, like, it doesn't really stop them. So I don't see why it's hampering the network.
in town, they're predominantly on bus only lanes or lanes where it's.
Yeah, I suppose
really
there's a.
Did you wave to someone you know on the bus?
She saw it.
Was it your sister?
No, it was just some random.
Oh, was it some random? Okay. Poor random person was just like.
I have to say, I probably look pretty random. I'm like wearing a fucking flamingo tie, Santa hat.
They're clearly like, this is some weird Christmas shit. All right, so those two things are pretty simple to fix.
Yeah, I would have
just rebuild the entire Wellington road network and I don't know, import more immigrant labor. Solved, I guess.
Do you want to hear something a bit more serious?
Okay.
It's a bit serious though.
Go on.
So we're gonna go on a plane trip.
Who's going on a plane trip?
We.
Me and you?
Yeah, like
Okay.
now, like boom, right now.
Okay, I see. A metaphorical plane trip. Yep.
To
Here we are.
Dunedin.
Okay.
We're in
just
Dunedin
donors.
now.
Oh no, someone better not have died. Carry on.
There was a bus driver
Okay.
that was sacked.
Okay. What was the story? What's the story?
So 20 women have come forward.
Oh shit, this sounds real bad. there's nothing you can say after that makes me be like, oh, poor guy. Nothing. Unless it's like 20 women to come forward to his defense after he was beaten.
Voiced concerns about his allegedly inappropriate behaviors. Has kept his passenger endorsement. So this guy, he got sacked, but like, so 20 women came forward saying something happened, but like, it doesn't say it's like anything sexual, but like the fact that it's like only women.
Yeah.
Probably means something.
Well, I
happened.
mean, harassment, whether it's sexual or not, is like bad.
Yeah, so he got sacked from the bus company.
Yeah.
Kept his P endorsement.
Oh, I drive Uber now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's driving taxis. He's driving taxis.
Fucking bloody taxi drivers, mate.
That's just how it is. Which
Yeah.
is so much worse, I reckon. Like,
Yeah, a bus driver, it's like there's less opportunity for you'd hope there's less opportunity for harassment anyway. Depending on what kind it is and all that. There's a common problem when Uber first started here. You didn't need Ps for it, so a lot of taxi drivers who were
no, you didn't
doing the
need
dodgy.
Ps.
When it first started, I thought it was like fucking free for all.
No, we've always, like, you can have passenger service vehicles that are, like, different from taxis for, like, ages.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
You've always needed a P endorsement.
it's been a problem in some places, right? Get fired from being a taxi driver,
Yeah.
become an Uber driver, continue harassment. Yeah, that's not great. I fucking, like, probably this should not happen. Probably we should work out some way to stop this kind of thing, but who knows? I do not. Hey, what's the next story? Or you
Another
want
bus
to switch
one?
up? No, do another bus one. We did 2. Oh, you did 2. Yeah, do one more. Do one more.
All right, one
we'll
more.
switch.
So now we're going on a bit of a long haul flight.
Okay, over to. It's normally the UK with this kind of thing.
Yeah, UK.
Yeah.
We're going to London.
London.
Have you been to
classic UK.
London?
No, I've never been to Europe, dude. Never been to Europe.
Fair enough.
Been to
so
America,
London
Asia.
has a group called Transport for London, TfL, they call it.
Are they the ones who do the buses and stuff?
Yeah, they're
the
buses, tube,
Okay, so like all of it. Yeah.
some of the local trains, I think, but I'm not too sure. The trains might be run by somewhere else.
Yeah.
So some of the bus routes are quite long,
Okay.
and sometimes bus drivers need to kind of have a break and
A bit of
drop a number 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I
that-
mean, like, do they have just break times?
well, there's also not public toilets,
There's
so
no public toilets in London.
they put up like these fucking monstrosities
Jeez, those are
in the middle of like suburbia.
suburbia. Why not just have some fucking public toilets?
I know, right? It seems like so weird. Like, are those toilets now only for bus drivers?
I guess so. But like,
Or maybe the public toilets are like shitty. So when I was in London, like a lot of the public toilets you had to pay for,
it's not,
And they were
really,
still
it's not really a
gross.
public toilet, then, is it?
and they were
It's
still
a
pretty
private
gross.
toilet that you pay for and you get access to it privately.
Yeah.
I can
They were still
understand paying
gross.
for toilets, but honestly, if someone's like, hey, like, the options are.
Oh, some of the shittier countries we went to, you still had to pay for the toilets, and they were fucking rank. And like one time, I was just a lot of the time, it's yeah, look at this guy.
Oh, fucking that 31X. Fucking I'm cross with him. Get it? Because there's an X in it. 31 cross. That was bad. That was a bad red light run.
Yeah, so some of these like shitty country toilets, like they'll have some random man or woman like in the toilet that you give them money and they'll give you toilet paper, and they'll like
In addition to paying for it, or just like
so that's kind of like paying for it. So if,
yeah,
like as a guy, if you're just taking a leak, then like
free.
free.
Noise.
But like I think it's etiquette to pay still or like pay less or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they give like maybe 2 squares of paper, and I'm like,
You're like,
I just walked up, like gave like fucking $2 worth,
Yeah.
and like 2 squares, and I'm like, I need more. And she's like, shakes her head, nah. I'm like, I need more, otherwise you're gonna be cleaning up this mess.
Would she speak English? Was she like,
Yeah, she spoke English, and she's like, oh, all right. I'm like, I did give you quite a bit of money, it's like $2 and shit country.
yeah, $2 in a.
But I'm like, this place is fucking gross anyway. Like,
yeah. What are you doing with the $2? And this is when you realize that it's actually just a scam. People go on the toilet, steal all the toilet paper, and then just stand there getting paid for it. I wouldn't be surprised.
it probably is
Pretty
true.
well run scam. And then if like a local comes in, they just kind of like turn around, wash their hands, and are like, "Oh, I'm just done." Tourist comes in, fucking hand it over, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
You need your 2 squares. $2 for that, please.
I don't know. Anyway,
What
that's
deliveries the guy
my
has to-
story.
Oh, what? He was what? He just a guy on a scooter got off his scooter, walked it through the intersection when it was like walking only,
Yeah,
and then just got to the other side and just got back on.
yeah.
That's a
Fair
pretty
enough.
cool hack for getting through faster.
Yeah. So that's my bus story for that. They put up a fucking shitty
Oh, shitty little public. Yeah.
shitter.
My problem with that is like, what would you rather? Like an ugly public toilet or people shitting everywhere? Well, out of those two, what do you prefer? People shit on the, like, just on the footpath, or there's a public toilet? What would you rather?
Oh, that's good. That's
a good
good.
one.
I'm back on form. Don't worry, I'm back on form.
Hey, don't eat out. Come on,
Oh,
man, just talk.
yeah. Stephen is currently ordering a hot chocolate. So if anyone can bring a hot chocolate, corner of Willis and Mercer Street,
Nah,
one hot
Jesus
chocolate.
That was a lot of effort trying to get that ordered. I
Don't
want a
worry,
hot
I
chocolate.
shouted
What?
out to our
I want a
fans.
hot chocolate. I can't hear you. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. You want a hot chocolate? Yeah, I want a hot chocolate.
I've shouted out to our fans. Oh, I wonder if that bus was. I wonder if this is. Or
Sorry,
yeah,
I
click
wasn't,
on the
wasn't looking.
play button.
Nah, mate,
Nah,
you missed
it's
it.
way too
You
late.
fucking missed it. Sorry, I was not paying attention.
Was audio not picking up there? Hello. No, audio's still good.
Did someone say the audio is more swearing than usual this week? I believe that is because we've been drinking and it's actually the
it's our
ZX
Christmas
party this time. So we been drinking more, been not working all day. We actually went axe throwing this morning.
We did.
So
Axe throwing is crazy.
honestly, I didn't realize there was so much technique to axe throwing.
I know, right?
Like I was like, you throw an axe, and he's like, no, it'll turn 4 times per.
And if you do it wrong, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, and he's like, but this technique, and by the end of it, you're like, oh, I get the technique.
Yeah.
You can hit it every time, and you're like,
I got pretty good.
I mean,
Until I lost
yeah,
twice in a row.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on. So next tech news for this week.
Tech news?
Yeah, I'm
What
trying
do
to
you
think of
have?
a cool intro to this one. What's a cool intro?
Is that the one that
This is the Arse Access bill.
they have the shitty questions?
They have the shitty questions. What? No, this is the Arse Access bill in Australia.
Oh, right. You're closing them off. I was just looking at the third one down.
Oh, no, yeah, that is the one, though, yeah. The Arse Access bill in Australia, don't worry, they're not looking for access to your back door. They want you to build in a front door so they can get access to everything.
Are you ringing? Am I ringing? What's happening?
My phone is not ringing. I would say
Jean's
my phone's not
randomly
ringing.
calling me.
She probably wants to come and hang out with the Bus Factor boys. Feel free to answer it if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'll continue
Hello.
talking about this story. You can probably put that down if you want to. So I guess there's not super lots to say on this because every man and his dog and everyone else has all shared an opinion on the Arse Access bill in Australia. The long and the short of it is that it gives the Australian government the right. There's a dog. There's a cute dog. He's gone off screen now. There's a pretty cute fucking dog down there. Gives the Australian government the power to compel companies operating in Australia, so not just Australian owned, but companies operating in Australia, to implement some kind of
Hello?
What are you doing?
Hello?
I don't get it. You weirdo. Implement some kind of they don't want to use the
A
back
fan
door.
bought you something.
Sorry?
A fan bought you something.
Oh, nice. Oh, thank you very much. I got my hot chocolate. Sorry, I keep trying to get through this and keep getting distracted. Yeah, gives them the right to compel companies to give up
Alright.
their secrets to their users. So, if you are using Atlassian products, for example, Jira, and not that you would be, this is probably a poor example, but the Australian government can, when it's reasonable, get access to that, and they can compel Jira to do it, rather Atlassian. And if Atlassian decides not to do that, they have fines up to $10 million or something.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Also, if anyone ever
You know
tells...
what I always wondered?
Yeah?
These governments have these fines for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
What happens to the money? Because it's probably significantly more than what they get through taxes, right?
No, $10 million.
Yeah, but
What, you
They-
mean like
they
that
plan for the
one
taxes.
government department?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like it'd be a pretty
Well,
big
you-
windfall.
oh, yeah, look at this.
Oh.
And yeah.
Just because you've got Express in your name doesn't mean you
30X.
can go through red lights. That's not what Express means. Jesus.
Anyway,
Yeah, I honestly don't know where the money goes. I'd be surprised if they pop down 10 million. The other thing is, if you ever reveal the existence of a backdoor, you go to prison.
really?
Yeah. So
That's
someone was
fucked.
like, wait, how does this work? So let's say you're Atlassian and you want to get a pen test done.
Yeah.
You can't. What happens if the pen testers find the back door?
Yeah.
They'll literally go to prison if they tell anyone about it. And if so it's this weird situation. And I think the defense is pretty much going to be, well, they're probably not going to tell Atlassian to backdoor Jira, right? They're probably going to go to Google or Telstra and say, push a bogus update for this phone. So you would hope they have a sane way of implementing this, but the law itself seems to have a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
It's also ironic, if we remember the Huawei thing we just talking about, that they're like, wow, Huawei works too close to the Chinese government who can compel them to put backdoors in. We're not going to use it. we're just passing a new law that allows us to compel any company operating in Australia to put back doors in.
Yeah, I mean, keep it local to home.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a funny situation. And I think another big thing is like it doesn't. We don't see a lot of like law enforcement problems. Like law enforcement isn't going to come out and be like, "Wow, this many children were abused because people use Signal. This many people died because of whatever." But from what we have seen, it doesn't seem like they need.
There's a little rock pigeon on the roof.
Oh, look at a little rock pigeon. I love city pigeons. I mean, rock dove. Sorry.
Oh yeah, rock dove. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they needed it.
Did you see
Anyway.
that comment I linked to you the other day?
Don't think so. What did it say?
It was on Reddit.
Yeah, what did it say?
Basically, you're wrong about the rock doves and rock pigeons.
Wikipedia says so.
Reddit says no.
Agree to disagree.
Shall I find it? I'll find it and read it out to you verbatim.
You gotta share another bus story.
Do I need another bus story? I've got one more.
How many? I could maybe do another tech story then.
Yeah. You've.
Ericsson. This one's gonna be real quick. Ericsson.
Oh yeah, this one was
in
interesting.
the UK. I don't know whether it's across. I think it was the UK, just across the UK.
Yeah.
Cell network was having issues yesterday. Oh, why is the cell network having issues? Hey, when a website's down from a big company, you made it. When a website goes down from a big company, what is it normally caused by? There's a few things it can be caused by. Let's name
hackers.
When was the last time you heard of a website going down because of hackers?
Hackers, mate.
Name a time.
Hackers.
Yeah, okay. What else? Amazon going down? AWS goes down? They okay on the occasion?
Denial of services sometimes a thing, but
not often.
Not
for
the big ones, I guess. Yeah.
But no, there's one thing in like AWS goes down.
Stupid misconfiguration, like user error.
What's the most common misconfiguration /
I would
user
say
error?
a TLS certificate has not been renewed.
Oh, that is a pretty big one, and it's what happens to the
I was
O2
trying
network.
not to say what it was.
No, I wanted you to say it. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Sorry, I thought the fire truck went through a red
No,
light.
I keep on looking at that one.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. That one's a better one to look at. Yeah. Anyway, so the cell network there was down, not security related, other than like, how is it 2019 and people haven't figured out how to renew certs automatically? I guess they don't really want to use Let's Encrypt for the cell network, do they? But still funny.
Probably not.
It's also funny that the cell network cares about whether SSL certificates are valid. Like, I don't know much about cell networks, but I
like the ones that you see where like here in New Zealand, well, New Zealand, we're a few hours behind everyone.
Yep.
And like we always get these issues where the certs expire like a day
soon
before.
Or something. Yeah, it's meant to be UTC, but occasionally things happen where it fucks up for us first, and we're like, what?
Yeah. And I'm like, wait, why is this a thing? Oh, like, come on, guys, get it together. Like, who is renewing their cert on the day that it expired? That's just the wrong time to renew it. Roll it early.
A lot of places will, like, if you renew it early, they'll give you the extra time as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you probably shouldn't do that for too long, you know?
But I mean,
100 years or something.
now, like...
Yeah, Let's Encrypt should probably be croned. I can kind of understand it almost being... Well, not worse. I can understand with Let's Encrypt, you'd notice it sooner, right?
Yeah.
So if you make if 1 in 10 times you fuck it up, it would be more of a problem with Let's Encrypt.
Yeah.
So, you know...
How are you going to describe
I'm
these
spelling
things?
it wrong, but...
yeah, I think you are. Like, it annoys me that it shows up so much for like top results on like, how do I do this thing?
Why is it a problem?
Like most of the time it doesn't.
Oh, fucking... Yeah!
Yeah! Woo! Woo!
A lot of people looked and were like, wow, okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to be bad. It just has to be against the law. A cop's not going to be like, that wasn't a bad murder. No, they're going to be like, that was against the law. That was against the law right there. It's basically a murder. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
You're comparing that.
Well, I'm just saying they're both against the law. The cops aren't going to care, like, oh, it's only a little bit against the law. Well, I mean, they do a little bit, don't they? It just depends whether the bus driver's black, doesn't it?
So I was thinking, because I've been like a bit more active on the Twitters this week.
You can just call it Twitter, but not the Twitters.
On the Twitters.
Carry on.
I was thinking, Because we've got a few followers now. Some people might not watch the show. Some people are like more just interested in the stuff we're doing.
That seems very unlikely, but okay.
I can think of a few people that follow on Twitter that don't actually watch the show.
So can I, but
I can
I
actually
don't
think
think
of more than a
they
few.
follow what we do, but carry on.
Some do. I was thinking, what if we tweet out the number of red light runners we see after each show?
Oh, well, yeah, we could add it to like our script. So it says like, this show, we saw this many red light runners. Click here to see the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be reasonable. Yeah.
And we need to get the automated AI tweet out thing on a different channel.
Yeah.
Different.
We got a
handle.
lot of things in the plans for the Buzz Factor. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So I got so Kiora.
How do you say it even?
Kia ora.
Oh, look at this guy turning that way.
Bam. AAT Kings. The AAT Kings.
Literally cannot be seen on the camera.
Oh, we can't. There's so much you're missing out on with our camera setup here. We should have gone with the 2 cameras. But don't move the camera because then you can't see a light.
I could move the camera.
But then you can't see the light. And the light's very important. Especially if we're trying to send it to Metlink afterwards.
Right, tell me about this Kiora.
Kiora got hacked. They had
Were
a
any
lot of user
answers
accounts.
shown?
Is this like a joke about their business model or whatever?
Do they have any answers?
They have lots of answers. Why do you think they don't have good answers?
Most of the time they don't.
I think they have good answers. I think they have like very non-committal answers.
Yeah.
What should I use out of this and this? And they'll just be like a comparison of the two. I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, that was so borderline.
Was it?
That was like 0.1 of a bus max.
Will it play automatically? Oh, yeah, maybe.
It was. It was definitely red. I'm just saying it wasn't much red.
We'll call it.
Yeah, I found it
I know,
pretty
I'm
cool.
in the Whoop Girls mood.
Is that when the girls wow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my Whoop on.
Yeah, me too, buddy. I've actually got like my sore throat on, so it's like starting to hurt.
That's not the best.
Anyway, Kura got hacked, lost all the user accounts. Encrypted passwords? What the fuck does encrypted passwords mean? I swear to God, if you're AES encrypting my passwords, you're fucked up. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, I get you. I was kind of like, wait, what? No, that's normal. But then I'm like, no, that's, yeah. I guess like a lot of people say encrypted when they mean hashed.
Yeah, normally in a breach, though, you'd have someone technical review it and be like, no. They were not encrypted.
Yeah.
I can imagine someone from the PR department.
Oh my God, are
Like-
these fans?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
They're waving at us. Shall we wait? No, I think they're waving at
Thanks.
some people on the ground level.
Oh, you reckon? Awkward. You did see them.
Oh my
waving
God,
on
yeah.
the camera though.
They would have just been waving.
Okay, so Kura got hacked.
We'll see
lost
if they
a bunch of
meet
things.
people.
You know who else got hacked?
Yeah, she's still waving. She's still
Sky Brazil got hacked. They had a public Elasticsearch.
waving. Oh,
32 million customers affected.
oh.
That's
Is that just
bad,
all?
right?
Remember that story
probably,
we had
yeah.
like a while back, and they're like listed a number, and we were like,
That's more than
that-
the
that-
population of the country or something. Yeah.
that's just all.
Kura is kind of like that. When they got hacked, they were like 100 million users or something.
Oh wow.
It was enough that people were like, wait, what? You don't have that many users, do you? Okay, Sky Brazil got hacked. It was actually funny. One of my friends started working for Sky, not in Brazil, in another country. And he was talking about setting up Elasticsearch. And then like 2 months later, this happens. And I was like, was this you? Did you do this? Did you fuck this up for them? He didn't respond. So he may have been the one to fuck that up. Okay, our last tech story of the week is old QB Woobies.
Yep.
K8, as it were. Kates. People always call it Kates, isn't it? It's got a little bug. Technical details. I am actually not across the technical details of the bug. It looks like if you have access to kind of like the internal Kubernetes API, that is equivalent to like
Oh no.
RCE. It's equivalent to privilege escalation. When I say access, I don't mean a user account. I mean like you can hit the Kubernetes API endpoint. So I don't think this is normally publicly exposed to users.
I don't believe so. No. I mean, I don't really use Kubernetes
Neither
that
do I,
much,
yeah.
but
I
from
think
what
this,
I've read, it's not meant
this
to.
would be exposed in the case where it's like, hey, deploy a container with us. Then you might have like a low privilege account that's allowed to deploy containers, that kind of thing. access to some kind of internal or management network.
Yeah.
This basically gives you control over all their containers. So, like, that's pretty sweet. Like, once you get into the network, but it sounds like this is not normally given to public users. So, but it is the big story of the week, the Kubernetes issue. And patching presumably going to be not super easy. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that one serves us. My litmus test for whether a bug is good is like, how many times have I used it to hack people?
Yeah.
Eternal Blue, pretty good.
How many times have you used Rowhammer?
0. Fucking 0, mate. Oh my god. Oh, Rowhammer affects another class of devices. Well, I don't give a shit. Give me my fucking little proof of concept.
There's a few of those bugs out there that, like, this sounds fucking great, but, like...
Yeah. There was like, oh...
Yeah! Number 91.
Yeah. Yeah, it was okay.
Number 91.
Oh...
You see what I did there?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, there are a bunch of bugs like that. I think we're about almost done, aren't we? Have you anything you want to
4
talk about
minutes.
before we...
There's like
you said
one
bus
story.
That's right. I knew
So
there
this
was
is the
a
one
bus.
the reporter gave to us last week.
Okay, we've got to talk about.
So, you know this new network.
One here in Wellington.
Problems persist on the network. But don't worry, things are, like, generally improving.
Yeah, so the stats I've seen say they're improving. Yeah.
Yeah, so there might be some stats next week, but it kind of is kind of improving.
What's the news story
in the
here? What
main?
are you just talking about?
What's the news story? Literally.
Problems persist. Okay, so that's literally the title.
It's
Problems persist, but generally improving. And it's just
no.
pictures.
So that's the one that talked about how they were like, yeah, shit will get better by December 1st. It was December 1. And by December 1, a whole lot of stuff should have
If we have any
improved.
listeners who have opinions on this, by the way, like whether saying December 2 makes a lot of sense, let me know. Also, give me your comments on In the Main. So I am going to exempt Davenport NZ from this. I feel like he does not get to vote in.
Why not?
Because
In the main, he probably says it quite a lot.
he probably does. I just say
I mean,
feel
I
like
picked it up from somewhere,
it's
right?
biased to include him in the polling. Hey, also
In the main, you do have a lot of idioms.
not that are
yourself.
weird though. The idioms I say are like ones that when you Google,
What
they
were
don't
you
say
saying
weird variant.
every second this morning?
It's anyone's game. It's anyone's game.
You just kept on saying
It's
it.
anyone's
I think the
game.
guy was getting annoyed.
I know, because I think the guy said it to start with, and then like
Oh my god,
Yeah,
did
I-
he just steal it off him?
I think I stole it off him, and then
Oh, he probably
afterwards,
thought
he-
you were just making fun of him.
Oh, he might have. No, I wasn't. I just thought.
Because at one point he was like, it's not anyone's game, it's this guy's game. Like, whoever was winning, like,
Oh,
clearly.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said it to me once. So I'm like, oh, shit, I might not say this again.
You yelled it out as well. It's anyone's game. It's anyone's game.
Axe throwing, it's where it's at.
40
When
points
will you
to
next go
0.
to axe throwing?
Probably never.
Yeah, I might go one more time by the
It
sounds.
was kind of fun, but I just like also if you got to get a group together, or you go in the league, which I
I just
like.
realized that thing is weird. The white thing
Oh, it's this
hold
big
up
boy.
in the middle of the poles.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. You can't see it on the camera.
Oh, maybe.
Well, as we do the outro, we might like bring the camera around again so you can see stuff. Is Ahi Māori for fire?
Huh?
Is Ahi Māori for fire? There's a fire truck ahead of us and it says fire. And then down below it says AHI, which I'm presuming is the Māori for fire or fire truck.
Yeah, it might be.
Because that's not English, Ahi.
It's
Ahai.
Spanish for over there.
Fire over there. Yeah, it could be that, isn't it? Fire truck over there.
But fire is fuego.
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 Like prego.
Not like prego. Prego is Italiano.
Prego, prego. Prego, prego.
Right, anyway, do we have anything more?
No, I think that's about it. Are we going to be here next week? What are our Christmas plans?
So I think we can probably do 2 more weeks, I think.
Hello, Mr. Bus Enthusiast, Liam WTF. You're actually late and we are ending the show.
Yeah,
So you're 1 hour off.
So on that note, while Liam
Wait,
just
hang on. What are we
joined-
doing for Christmas?
Oh, yeah, I reckon 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks and then we'll take a Christmas break. And during that Christmas... We have a bus reporter here.
Yeah, she is just meowing into the microphone.
Last time she did that, she had been drinking the entire day. And given we saw her start drinking at lunchtime.
It's also her Christmas party as well.
Okay, yeah, that explains it. I thought someone hit my head, but it was my boss's dreads hitting me, which kind of was.
Just get the dreads and like.
Don't be mean to the. Ugh, they're dirty. Ugh.
Calling them dirty.
You regret nothing. You can watch the recording, Liam OWTF.
Oh my god, can we give you plats?
Not at the moment. You can sometime. Hey, so we'll do 2 more weeks, and then we will.
Hello.
Hello, sorry about that. Oh, yeah, it's working now. Unfortunately, one of the problems with being portable is that things die. There we are. The cat came back on.
The cat came back.
Will. That's what it was doing. I saw that it was playing something. I couldn't tell or hear what it was saying. So we'll do 2 more weeks, and then we'll take a break for Christmas. Christmas special? I guess that means yes. I think we are done. Oh, Jesus, Liam. Fucking brutal. Okay.
Whoa.
Also, we are
where's the kick button here?
Yeah, I don't think we have access to it. We are also planning to do a show in Melbourne around B-Sides Melbourne.
Yes, we are, but
So if anyone knows a place we can do a show for B-Sides Melbourne,
I think Liam has an office.
damn right he does. We're going to take that shit over.
Yeah?
Take it over for the bus factor. In any case, I think we're about done for today.
Yeah, fair enough. Shall we click the credits button?
And we can leave.
Okay.
Remember, we thank you to our Patreons. We do guarantee that 1 cat will appear on the show for every Patreon. 2 in some cases.
Well, we need like a lot of Patreons.
Yeah, yeah, so that we have more cats.
I'll
Yeah.
bring my cat.
Yeah, we'll bring a cat in next time. All right, that's it for today,
All right,
and we'll
see
see
ya.
you next time.
Yeah, and if you like this special location, we can do it again. Just hit us up on Patreon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Patreon us. See ya.